Right now in Northern Virginia, there are two types of first time home buyers: those who see today's home prices and assume they simply can't afford to buy, and those who understand how the market actually works and they realize they may still have a path forward. Today, I want to help you become the second type. In the next few minutes, we're going to look at three things: why the $300,000 a year income headline is misleading for many first time buyers, where buyers are actually finding entry points into the Northern Virginia market, and the one mistake that keeps many buyers on the sideline longer than necessary. My name is Chastity Richardson with Century 21 Redwood Realty. If you like the content, please share with anyone interested in real estate in Northern Virginia or check out the website. You may have seen the headline saying that a household needs around $300,000 in income to afford the average single family home in Northern Virginia. However, that statistic can be misleading for first time home buyers who typically enter the market through townhomes or condos, which often have very different price points. Understanding the difference between those two things can completely change how a buyer approaches the market. Why it matters. When buyers hear large numbers, many assume they should wait. But waiting without a strategy can sometimes make the process harder, not easier. Let's take a closer look. In Fairfax County, median home prices have risen from about $680,000 to roughly $750,000 over the past 2 years. That's about a 10% increase, driven by strong demand and limited inventory. But nearby areas like Prince William County have seen more moderating prices, which can create more accessible entry points for first time homebuyers. Northern Virginia isn't one market, it's several micro markets. This is one of the most common questions I hear from buyers right now. How does anyone buy their first home if prices are this high? The answer often comes down to understanding three things most buyers haven't fully explored yet: assistance programs, financing options, and choosing the right entry point into the market. Before we get into the biggest mistake I see first home buyers make, let's look at three practical things buyers can focus on if they're trying to enter the Northern Virginia market. First, stay flexible with location when possible. Different counties can offer very different price points. Second, explore first time buyer assistance programs available in Virginia. Some buyers qualify for support that significantly reduces upfront cost. And number three, pay attention to mortgage rate trends. Even small changes in rates can make a meaningful difference in monthly payments. One of the biggest mistakes I see is buyers waiting for prices to drop dramatically. Historically, in Northern Virginia, markets tend to slow or stabilize, but large price drops are relatively uncommon. A better strategy is understanding your numbers and preparing for when the right opportunity appears. There are two types of first time homebuyers in Northern Virginia: those who get discouraged by headlines and those who take the time to understand their options. If you'd like to know where you stand in today's market, simply comment below, comment move, or go to my website at homewithchatty.com to schedule a 15-minute strategy call. No pressure, just clarity. My name is Chastity Richardson with Century 21 Redwood Realty. I help military buyers, sellers, and those 55 and over move with clarity and calm.